Hi everybody, Dr. Hill here from Advanced Animal Care Berea, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about dog bathing, grooming, and hygiene.
All right, Dr. Hill, what is a good hygiene regime for a dog?
Yeah, so kind of on a daily basis, just making sure that their paws stay clean, especially after they come in outside. Some dogs with allergies really benefit from having their feet and their belly wiped off just with a wet washcloth, just to remove some of those surface allergens. Making sure that you're checking their ears, make sure that there's no dirt or debris, any irritation, redness in their ears. And then, sometimes too, if they're willing to let you look at their teeth, just making sure that none of their teeth seem irritated, and just checking their coat to make sure that they're not losing any big clumps of hair. There's no weird excessive, shedding or scabs or crustiness or goopies or anything like that.
So, how does keeping my dog clean contribute to good health?
Yeah, so keeping them clean, really the biggest thing is that their skin is the largest organ of their body, and it's their first line of defense against a lot of stuff. And so we want to keep that skin as healthy as we can. And so it really makes a big difference in their general health if we can help their skin out by removing some of that surface dirt and mud, checking them for those sores, making sure that they don't have mats, making sure that there's no inflammation, irritation, anything like that.
All right, so is brushing my dog's teeth important to overall hygiene?
It is, but veterinary dentists will tell you that if you're not brushing their teeth twice a day, every day, like you and I brush our teeth, then, the occasional once a week, once a month, once a year brushing isn't going to be as beneficial to them. So what I really like to do, and what I do for my two goons, is I actually give them dental chews. And I love dental chews because a lot of the ones that we at least carry here have an enzymatic component to them. So they're like little Pac-Man that work at that plaque and tartar on their teeth to help clear that. And they also do help with freshening breath. And so what I like to give my guys are these Denty's chews here. Or we also like the Veggie Dent chews made by Verbac for their teeth.
Great. So, how do I find the right bathing products for my dog?
Yeah, so your veterinarian is going to be the best place to start with that. Any pet formulated shampoo is going to be great. So I would avoid things like Dawn dish soap or human shampoos. They can be really, really drying to their skin. But my personal favorite is this Dermalite shampoo from Decra. They also have a Dermalay, which is their oatmeal variety of this shampoo. But it's really, really gentle on their skin. It has a wonderful, wonderful scent. But it also has ceramides in it, which is kind of, it's a component that's kind of like the mortar to the brick and mortar of the skin.
Do you have any tips on how to bathe your dog at home or how to clean their paws?
Yeah, so the best thing to do to start with is just getting your pet familiar with messing with their feet, or get them used to the bathroom or the bathtub, or getting used to having their feet wiped. Lots of positive reinforcement. So I'm a big fan of treats. As long as your pet can tolerate peanut butter, okay, and make sure it's the peanut butter without the xylitol in it. Some people are really successful with like smearing peanut butter on the tub wall so that their dog has something to focus on and lick, and it takes them a little bit of time to get that off while they're bathing. But if you're messing them with messing with their feet, you can use things like training treats or even things like Cheerios to just give them positive reinforcement as, good behavior for letting you touch their feet, letting you touch their ears, letting you put them in the tub or get them in the bathroom. And then it's just working slowly. Things don't happen overnight, and they may not go right on your first try, but repeating it and continuously practicing it will make a big difference, so that your pet and you yourself have a good experience when it comes to bathing.
Great. Why is it important to clean my dog's bed, bowls, collar, leash, and toys regularly?
Yeah, so just like you wash your clothes and you wash your bed sheets regularly, the dirt and the dander and everything that comes off of your pet can, grow bacteria, and that can get into their bed, that can get into their collars and their leashes. So just like you would wash your bed sheets once a week or once every 2 weeks, everybody's got their personal preference out there, but I would recommend that you wash your dog's stuff kind of on the same schedule as well. Come here, Grace. Come lie down. Yeah, good girl. And the same goes for their leashes and their collars. Really, bowls should be washed at least once a week, if not, on a daily basis or twice a week. And that's just the bacteria in their mouth can get in the bowls and can, cause a little bit of a growth on the bowls. I know there's a big thing that a lot of people say stainless steel is the way to go, but every pet has a preference as to what they prefer to eat or drink out of. The biggest thing is just making sure that you are keeping it clean. And then in terms of their personal hygiene, we recommend that we do bathe them at least once a month, and that's just the best recommendation for skin skull turnover and keeping their coat healthy and clean.
Great. So what are some signs and symptoms of poor hygiene in dogs?
Yeah, so if you notice any itching, redness, any odors that just don't smell good to you, if you notice any sores, anything's oozing, anything like that, any, big crusts or scabs, that's definitely a good reason to call your veterinarian and bring your pet in to have them seen.
So how can my veterinarian help me with my dog hygiene issues?
Yeah, so a lot of times if your pet comes in and it's got something going on with its skin or its ears, a lot of times we'll take a swab of that and we'll look at it under the microscope so that we know how best to treat it. Because skin can kind of, arise from fungal infections or yeast infections or bacterial infections. And of course, antibiotics aren't going to treat. Come here, Grace. Come lie down. Yeah, good girl. Antibiotics aren't going to treat yeast, just like antifungals aren't going to treat bacteria. So the best thing to do is to make an appointment so we can figure out exactly what's going on with your pet's skin so that we know the best way to treat them and get them relief.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.